The Pursuit of More Faith, episode number 5. Aaron's Speaking Podcast, episode number 76. About 2 years ago, I decided to focus more on faith. I was thinking to myself that the last thing that I wanted, the complete opposite of what I wanted, was to be a man on his deathbed or an old man knowing it's the last year or two of his life, and then all of a sudden I'm a believer and I have faith, because I knew if I did that it would be disingenuous. It would just be like trying to add an insurance policy. That is what I did not want. So I said, since I wouldn't trust myself. I wouldn't trust my faith to be genuine if I was on my deathbed or in the last years of life. I need to focus on this immediately. And now my thoughts are, I mean, yeah, that this is life. This is life and consciousness. Faith or not faith. It's not something that I want to dabble in. It's life and consciousness. It's something that needs to be focused on daily, meditated on daily, thought about daily. A few seconds of silence and contemplation here, a few moments and minutes of silence and contemplation there. And so that's what I've been doing. I was inspired by someone who said that in the morning when they wake up, one of the first things they do is pray the serenity prayer to themselves. The serenity prayer is, well, before I say that, let me say a little prayer. Lord, help me to pass this prayer on to people who will be hearing it for the first time and to people who will not be hearing it for the first time, but can hopefully benefit from it. The serenity prayer is, God, grant me the courage to change the things that I can change. Grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change. And grant me the wisdom to know the difference between the things that I can change and the things that I cannot change. That's the serenity prayer. And I was inspired by someone who said that they make a point to do that as one of the very first things they do when they wake up in the morning. So I started doing that. And now it's not always that prayer, but some form of prayer that I do as one of the first things I do when I wake up. The great thing is after a few days, I would say after about 10 days, maybe 2 weeks at the most of doing that, it became automatic. I no longer have to have something written down next to my alarm clock to remind me that's what I want to do. I no longer have days that I skip doing that. I mean, it's almost like I know I need to drink water when I wake up. I reach for water without even thinking about it. I reach for God in prayer without even thinking about it in the mornings. And it's great. It's great for me because I'm making sure to do the most important thing first before my monkey body takes over and tells me I need to eat, before the disturbing sounds of the streets distract me, I'm doing what I want to be doing first. It's also great for me and might be great for you because I can't pray for a long time. I wish I could, but when I'm praying by myself, or thinking, meditating, contemplating by myself, reading scripture by myself, even listening to great sermons from pastors by myself, I seem, at least so far, to only be able to do it in short bursts. A couple minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. I don't often go longer than 15 or 20 minutes. So doing it first thing in the morning is great because then whenever I do it any time later in the day when I do it, okay. So let's say the second time I do it, let's say it's around lunchtime. That only about 5 or 10 minutes that I get in lunch isn't the only 5 or 10 minutes that I've done in the day. That would be, I would feel like that's too little, not enough. It's those 5 or 10 minutes plus the other 5 or 10 minutes that I've already done. So we're stacking 5 or 10 minutes here, 5 or 10 minutes there. And maybe this is better. I'm interested in what you guys who practice faith think. Maybe this is better because instead of, like, let's say it was an hour, 1 hour straight would be great. But if I wasn't thinking, if I wasn't practicing faith, if I wasn't praying, if I wasn't preparing for death and the afterlife more than that one time in the day, then I'm not sure how great that 1 hour would be. But if I'm thinking about it multiple times in the day, if I'm worshiping and focused on faith and God and Jesus multiple times in the day, well, I like that better. I'd rather have that than, for example, 1 hour straight, but then not again, not ever again after that 1 hour. This is the pursuit of faith. This is my extended form of testimony. What's yours?
Only because of you, I cleared my TOEFL in 2025, and I'm ready to write my FPGA and will be a pharmacist. So I think everyone who wants 26, they should meet you. So that will help them to pass their exam faster. The TOEFL. So if you are a foreign student and if you want to get 26 in TOEFL, I suggest each and everyone to take classes with Aaron.
The main purpose behind that video is to educate other students that everyone has their own way. Okay. But just go like stick with someone. Believe me, like the templates, maybe some people will get the 26 using templates, but it's not because they use the strict template, the templates as it is. It's because they developed their own fluency that could overcome the structure of that template.
A person that you can see and hear, the speaking templates are wrong. Because to get 26 on speak, and when you see somebody who did get 26 on speaking or above, and they tell you they used the speaking template, they did not get 26 on TOEFL IBT speaking because of the speaking template. No, they got 26 on TOEFL IBT speaking in spite of the limiting nature of the speaking template. They got 26 on TOEFL IBT speaking because their speaking fluency was so good, is so good, that it was able to overcome the limiting structure that is speaking templates.
I never got 26 using AI website.
Okay, but you did on the real test after meetings with me.
Yeah.
If you want to see more videos with people giving you their best advice on how they got their 26 on TOEFL IBT speaking, you can watch that YouTube playlist. It's connected to this video, and you can find it by searching for TOEFL IBT Speaking 26. You can also find it by going through speaking26.com. These are people who before were not getting 26 on TOEFL speaking and after did get 26 and pass their tests. I asked them, hey, can you give your best advice to people who are still taking the test? How did you go from not passing to passing?
When I read about the TOEFL exam, I didn't really think much of it. I just thought, okay, straightforward thing. It's an English exam. How difficult can it be?
The pharmacy board needs specifically 26 in speaking.
I used to change the template. Maybe this is more advanced, so I will use this the next exam, and I try to practice this for maybe a month or two. to be able to master it, to say it without thinking. Every time I found myself getting maybe less score or the same score. It doesn't make any difference to just change the templates and use different introductory words. It didn't make any difference for me. Some of my friends advised me to start taking sessions with you.
This helped me in passing my TOEFL exam. Erin helped me to pass and get 26.
Erin, actually, any words will not be enough. But really, I'm very thankful.
26 in speaking, and I finally got it, and I'm so excited to get to the next step in my pharmacist license.
Look at my accent, look at people who got 26. So just surround yourself with people who motivate you.
Look, I passed. That bit that's missing is probably the most important bit to get you to 26.
Yes.
And that's the bit where Aaron, I felt, helped me realize where I was going wrong. And that bit where I was going wrong, I think it goes for everyone. It doesn't matter whether you speak English is your first language or not. That bit that was missing is something everyone really needs to understand in order to get that 26.
Once you are in the level that you need to become advanced in order to get the 26, you need to get rid of the templates.
Template will hinder your ability to deliver the question, because it shows that you are reading something or you are not speaking, you are reading.
I was using completely different template or different way. I started to apply your way, and once I started to practice your way, oh, it's easy for me.
That was really good for me. It really helped me because with this in my mind, I could speak faster, and because I was confident.
It's challenging, but after you pass it, the feeling of victory, it's worth it.
As English is my first language, I thought the speaking templates would be enough to get me the 26 that I needed. Unfortunately, it wasn't, and I only scored a 23. Your lack of getting 26 is not due to your speaking ability. It has been due to your less than optimal strategy. Get rid of the training wheels.
The templates were like, oh my God, why did they create those templates?
Aaron, you are a big helpful for students like us. We need somebody to stir revolution in our heart inside, give life to our conversation. And this will never happen through other sites like they have exact traditional pattern, the template, first, second, for example. Don't say, for example, the second time, for instance. Really? And robot, I felt myself without life. I don't have the freedom to speak.
You don't have to worry that much about how can I mention 2 reasons with 2 details or 2 examples. It's too much for me. You help students to increase their fluency.
Instead of following that speaking template or any other speaking template, trust your fluency.
For the students who are taking with you, trust this guy. He's amazing. He will shift or improve your level as soon as possible.
Just jump my score from 23 to 26 like this. How many hours I took with you? 5. Look at this. 5 hours in 2 weeks. I passed my test.
I was surprised that I passed after 5 sessions together.
I hope you keep inspiring and helping more pharmacists and more other students to achieve their goal and become a professionals here in the United States.
If I had just found you earlier,
for people who's really they have concern and they need to do it very fast, go to the original, the source of help.
Go to Aaron. He's the guy. He was the guy for me, and hopefully he's the guy for you. And he'll set you straight. He'll tell you what you need to do to get that 26